Hey, we're going to conjure up something fantastic in the workshop next. See you soon. Hello guys and welcome to Paint Slinger. I am the Paint Slinger, but you guys already know that for those of you who have been following me for a long time. So today we are going to do a neat little miniature from Night Model Games. Now we'll go to the big camera right there, Night Model Games, and we're going to do John Constantine. Now, this is for the Batman miniatures game. I have not had a chance to get in there and give her a try, but that's okay. The models, though, or at least the look of the models, are something to be that I've absolutely loved, and this is the first chance that I've really had a chance, to get into one. So let's pop her open and see what she looks like. Boom! There it is, popped open. We're in no man's land now. There's no turning back. All right, so we have his stats card. It looks like everything you need to play John Constantine, except for the miniature, of course. But we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that right now. We have safety foam, because we don't want to get the miniature broken. Safety foam. And there he is. Well, one-armed anyway. So that means we have a little bit of assembly to do, and that's okay. I like assembly. I like putting together miniatures. They're fun. Okay, well, I'll put the baggie that I need over here. Okay. Well, it looks like he's popped off the arm anyway. It looks like it's popped off. The little print grid thingy. I don't know whatever you want to call it. The sprue. We'll call it a sprue. It's kind of a sprue. Not necessarily sprues that I'm used to. All right, let's take a look at this thing. I got a brand new toy. Yeah. Kind of magnifies things. Wow. Let's see. Anyway, now I don't have to, just have my glasses down all the time. I can look like I don't know what you want to call it, a weirdo or whatever. But now I can just look at things and see how they are. So we have a little bit of cleanup under the chin to do, but that's nothing to worry about. Get that cleaned up. Should be pretty free. Woo. I see it's a not talking good day, but we're going to try anyway. It looks like it's a little bit of cleanup to do, not terribly much, And he looks like he's going to be a pretty straightforward paint job. Basically black pants, white shirt, black tie, and kind of a sandy looking. So we have black pants, black shoes, white shirt, black tie, blonde hair, and a sandy colored trench coat, tan colored trench coat. All stuff within our realm of being able to do. We've done it before. We can do it again. Just take our time. It seems to be made out of a resin though. Not your usual plastic. Which means it's going to be crazy glue. Get this guy together. So we're going to try very hard. Well, I mean, it's John Constantine, so he has a very defined look anyway. We're going to try very hard to follow the look of what's on the box. Because, well, that's John Constantine. There we go. There we are. So that's what we're going to try. So we're going to get them all put together, all glued down, let everything set, and then through the miracles of the internet, you'll come back and he'll be primed and ready to go. So basically putting a little bit of super glue on his arm. Sticking it in the socket. Nice and easy. Look at the pose, make sure it looks like it matches, which it does. Cool. Alright. Take a little bit of extra super glue. Oh, look at that. Kind of already pre-molded some cobblestone on there for me. Oh, how nice of them. So there we are. I know he's all blurry. You can't see him. There. Now I look even more like a hobbyist. I think. I don't know. I'm just here. Seems my paper's gone wandering again, but that's okay. I can do that. It seems to focus. There we go. There he is. Now all we have to do is get him primed up. And then we are ready to start painting on him. And that is where the power of the internet comes. So what will be a little bit of time for me will be a mere second or so for you. We'll see you on the flip side when Constantine is all primed and ready to go. Hey guys, and we're back. And boom, just like that, built and primed Constantine, ready to go. Shping. There we are. Now, some of it's going to be real easy, some of it's going to be a little bit more difficult. So, let's just, so let's just get down to it and see what we can do here. What do you say? And there we go. Now you know I'm getting serious. I'm using Xandri dust. And I'm going to start with the coat. Medium layer brush. Yeah, you know, the said the kind of looks like it's made out of a resin. I wouldn't say it's plastic, but that's okay. And now we're just gonna throw down a base coat. So we can work up the trench coat that he's wearing. I think it'll look okay. Now, I don't know if anybody out there has actually watched the TV show. I mean, it's only 13 or 15 episodes, something like that. Kind of like Firefly, but it was good for what it was. I mean, I liked it. And I actually really like the guy that they got to play Constantine, Matt Ryan. I was very lucky to actually meet him in at a convention that I went to, and he was very nice. Very nice guy. I mean, that's not what we're here to do, right? We're not here to talk about celebrities or whatever that we've met. We're here to get our painting on, and get all the cool stuff. Now I am going over this smoky creature thing, but that's okay. We'll get it fixed up. You know, I've just got the base coat down and I already really like the miniature. I haven't done any of the miniatures from Night Models before. That's the guys that do Constantine, and you know, a variety of other miniatures. Right now I'm not too worried about making a mess and overpainting on different areas, because we'll just go back and clean it all up. No problem. Yeah. It'll be good. Like I said, I think I've thrown, well, you can clearly see, I've only done the one color on him so far, and I'm thoroughly enjoying painting him up. It's going to be a lot of fun. Although getting into all the little nooks and crannies, that's fun, but in a different kind of way. Didn't really do much in the way of cleanup for this guy. That's fine. I didn't take away a lot of the mold lines. I didn't spend a lot of time prepping them. So there will be obvious mold lines on them. And again, that's totally fine. You can take as little amount of time as you want, or as much time as you want. we go. If I'm going to look funny, I'm going to act funny, just because I can. And we are going to give the coat a wash. You know, just so we can have some of the color into the recesses. And we're going to work the coat up. Actually, Constantine is my partner's favorite, one of my partner's favorite characters from the DC universe. So, in a way, this is for her. And in a way, I just thought he was really cool. Alright. So we've got the base coat on the trench done. Now what we're going to do, we're going to give it a wash. We're going to use Egg-Rack's Earthshade because it's a nice brown color. It's going to be an all-over wash. To help move the pigments into the folds of the coat. Basically, while that dries up, we might be able to, work on a different part of the model. So what I'm doing is I'm just moving it around. I mean, it is going to pool, and that's fine. We can work out the pools. There we go. So as you can see, kind of worked the shade into the trench coat, just like that. Now, you'll have to excuse me just for a second while I go hunting for a paint. You won't be able to see me, but you'll be able to hear me doing all kinds of stuff and being real quick, because the paint that I want was easier to grab, and I'm back. So the color that we're using is Wraithbone, and we're going to use that on the demon creature. Because pretty much like the coat, what we're going to do is we're going to, you know, base it out in this light color. And then we're just going to give it a wash. And let the kind of let the washes do their thing. And that'll be about the end of today. That's alright. Just give time for everything to dry up and be awesome. So what we're doing is we're just doing a nice base coat of color on this demon head thing. Which you can actually see being pretty fragile if it's not, you know, looked after quite right. Alright, and basically what we're letting it do is we're letting it dry. We're still kind of moving around the paint. Getting it to try and coat all the spots. There we are. So I'll show you where we are right now. We're going to go a little bit over today, just by a couple minutes. But that's all right. Not a big deal. You can kind of see. There we go. Are you gonna focus, Mr. Camera? There you are. See? There he is. We're going to use a painter secret, sort of. Blow on it. It gets it dry. And I'm using one of the new contrast paints. It's called Aethermatic Blue. And the camera doesn't... There you go. As soon as I say the camera doesn't want to, it's like, oh, but I will, just to vex you. But then I'm like, you're playing right into what I want. So now we're going to paint this thing Aethermatic Blue. And in theory, should look pretty darn awesome. Or at least, you know, kind of hoping it will. So that's where we're kind of gonna leave things today, because you know all that stuff needs to dry and do stuff, and we're right about the right time. So until next time, guys, paint safe out there, and we will see you in the workshop. All right.